All right, so let's come to a comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders up and back so we're sitting nice and tall. Bring our shoulders over our hips. Our hands can be on our legs or just in our lap. And let's just take a couple nice breaths here. Close the eyes. Let go of all those outside thoughts and distractions. And notice how your body feels tonight. It's been a couple weeks since we've practiced together, so you might be a little bit more stiff. Or maybe you're feeling good. The sun's out, beautiful day. Maybe you're feeling energized. Whatever that is, just acknowledge it. Keep breathing deeply. Excellent. So let's gently lift both arms up overhead, elongate the body. Think about becoming as long as possible from your fingertips to your tailbone. Notice the way the rib cage expands to the sides as you inhale, and the whole body relaxes as you exhale. Let's take our right hand and place it around the left forearm or wrist. Reach the left fingertips up and then over to the right side. So you can lean your shoulders down towards the mat on the right, but keep them back over the hips, meaning we're not leaning into our lap. We're keeping our chest open towards the front of our mat as we breathe. And let's inhale up through center, reach nice and tall, switch hands, left hand around the right forearm. Exhale, reach over to the left. Good. Let's come back through center and release our arms down to our sides or to our lap. Gently lower your chin towards your chest. And roll your left ear towards your left shoulder, finding a stretch to the right side of the neck. Bring your chin through center and over towards the right side, lowering the right ear towards the right shoulder. Back through center and over to the left. And over to the right. Good. Let's come back through center over to the left. This time, keep your head in place, pick up the right hand, flex the palm, and reach away through the heel of the hand. As you straighten the arm, we'll feel that stretch down the inside of the arm itself and the neck. Keep breathing. And let's release, chin to the chest, right ear to right shoulder. Pick up the left hand, flex it, and press. And come back in. Chin to the chest, and lift the head up. Good. Let's interlace our fingers, reach the knuckles away from the body, keeping the arms up at shoulder height. Really round your back as much as possible and lower your chin towards your chest. Think about creating a C shape along the spine. Draw your shoulders back, lift your chin up. And now we'll reach in the opposite direction. So hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Sit up nice and tall, open the chest as you inhale and reach the hands away from your tailbone. Look upwards. And release. And then we're going to do a couple for our face. So we're going to do a little lion's breath. This one looks really funny, but remember, your very small pictures on my screen right now, so don't worry about any judgment. You're going to see me looking as silly as well. So the lion's breath is a forceful exhale. But as we do it, we want to open our eyes nice and wide. We're going to open our mouth and we're going to stick out our tongue. Okay, so we'll do this a couple times. Do it at your own pace. Okay, so inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. All right, good job. So again, we're waking up the muscles of the face as well. So we'll do a couple more stretches for the face. We're going to draw our lips in around our teeth and open our mouth wide. Draw the chin down towards your chest. We want to feel this stretch in our cheeks. So hold it, breathe deeply. Excellent job. I know that's another funny one. All right, so let's now rub our hands together. We really want to warm the palms. Keep going. All right, so once your palms are nice and hot, you're going to gently create little cups with your hands and just place them over your closed eyes. So you're not going to touch the eyes directly. You're just going to create a little kind of bubble around your eyes. Let the eyes relax. Do this a couple times. So we're letting the heat of our hands just gently relax our eyes. It's important to bring awareness to that part of the body as well, because many of us squint all day on our computers or our phones or in the car while driving. So let the eyes and the eyelids, the eyebrows just relax. Let's do this one more time. Excellent job. Okay, let's swing around and come into child's pose. And walk your hands out in front. Find length down the back side of the body. So maybe you can inch your fingers a little bit further forward. Find that nice length down the arms and press back and down through the tailbone. Let's walk our hands towards the right corner of our mat. Sit back and down into the left hip. Let's walk our hands through center and then over towards the left corner of the mat. Sit back and down into the right hip. Good. Let's bring our hands to the center. We're going to lean forward, so lift our hips up over our knees. Keeping the left hand down on the mat for support, we're going to thread the needle. So the back of the hand comes to the mat just under the chest, and now we're going to slide our right fingertips over towards the left edge of our mat. Keep reaching until you can lower the right tricep, right shoulder, and right temple all the way down towards your mat. We want to feel this stretch between the shoulder blades. So if you don't feel much of a stretch, either reach your right hand a little bit further, or maybe adjust your hips, sitting them back, or lifting them up a little bit higher. You should be able to get a little bit more rotation through the shoulders. Good, let's press into the left hand, slide our right hand out, and we'll switch directions. So right hand down to the floor, back of the left hand under the chest, slide it over to the right, lowering the left shoulder, left temple down to the mat. After you take a breath or two, maybe you can reach your fingers a little bit further towards the right edge. Good, let's release. Slide that left hand out And again, keeping our hips over the knees, we're going to walk our hands out on the mat. So think about bringing your forehead and the front of your chest down towards the floor. So this is puppy pose. We're going to feel this stretch down the underside of the arm, the outside of the rib cage. Breathe deeply. If your forehead doesn't touch the floor, that's okay. So bring your forearms and your elbows down to the mat. We want to make them rooted down, and then we're going to bring our hands up and place the palms together. So let's lift our fingertips up towards the sky, and maybe we can walk our elbows in a little bit closer to our ears, keeping them in line with the shoulders. So we're just going to move a couple times here, lowering our pinkies towards the mat, and then lifting our thumbs up towards our shoulder blades. So nice, even movements. Move with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. So you should feel the scapula gently rotating as you move the hands. Let's do one more. And then lower your palms to the mat. Walk them back in so you can lift your chest up. And bring your palms under your shoulders. Moving into cat-cow, continuing with our breath. Exhale, arch the back, draw your chin towards your chest. And then inhale, round the spine. Move at your own pace. Good, so let's add our arm and leg to this. If you're not at the center of your mat, you may want to move to the center just so you have space. Inhale, right arm, left leg, nice and long. Exhale, bend the knee and elbow, draw them together, tuck the chin. So inhale, lengthen, strengthening the muscles along the back side of the body. Exhale, as we arch the back and draw the elbow and knee together, we're using our abs. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold it. Breathe deeply. Keep reaching. Draw the abs in to help steady the body. And let's lower the hand and knee. Switching sides, left arm, right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow together. On your next inhale, let's hold it. Keep breathing. And lower the hand and knee down to the mat. Let's curl our toes, come into downward facing dog. Reach down through your heels. Pedal one at a time. Breathe. And now walk your toes forward on the mat, bring them towards your hands. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. Let your body hang. And continue to breathe, relaxing your chest down towards the thighs. Excellent. Let's press through the soles of the feet and round up. Stacking the back, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Excellent job. Let's do a couple sun salutations to continue warming up the body. So our feet are under our hips, toes are pointed forward. Let's move with our breath. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhale, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, right leg back to plank. Left leg back to plank. Sorry, guys. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back, away from the ears, stand nice and tall. Let's find a point to focus on, something that's not moving. And we're going to work a little bit on dancer pose. So root down through the left foot, spread the toes wide, roll the shoulders back, draw the abs in. And when you're ready, we're going to pick up our right leg and grab a hold of the foot or ankle, pulling the heel towards the glute and reaching the knee down towards the mat. So find that stretch through the quad. Let your body become steady here before we continue on. And remember, we want to stack our left hip over the knee, over the ankle. Once you feel steady, begin to inch the left hand up towards the sky. And then hinge at the hips. Reach the left fingers forward as you draw the right toes up and back behind you. Good, let's release, lift the upper body back up. And then lower the left arm down. Let's lower our right foot, but instead of placing it under the hip, we're going to actually cross it behind the left ankle. Keep the left hand on the left hip, reach the right arm up, inhale, and exhale, reach the right fingertips over to the left side. So shoulders are back, shoulders, chest, and hips are all facing the same direction. Good, let's come back through center, lowering the right arm to the right side, bringing the right leg back to the right side of the body. You might want to shake out the legs. And now we'll switch sides. So root down through the right foot, spread the toes wide, knee is soft, eyes are up and focused. When you're ready, pick up the left leg, holding on to the foot or the ankle. Pull the heel towards the glute as you root down through the kneecap, finding length in the quad. And breathe. And let's reach our right arm up. And hinge forward, reaching towards that point we're focusing on while we draw the back toes up, up, up. Excellent. Let's take one more breath and then release with the same control. Lowering the right arm, lowering the left foot, stepping the left foot behind the right ankle, right hand on the hip, left arm up. Let's reach over to the right side. Feel that stretch down the left side of the torso. Breathe deeply. Good. Let's come back through center. Bring our left arm back down to our side. Shake out the legs. And let's come to the top of our mat. So moving into triangle, take the right foot, step back about a stride, hip, shoulders, and chest towards the right edge of the mat. Arms extended, inhaling. Exhaling, reaching the left hand as far forward as you can before hinging sideways directly over the left leg, lengthening the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together, feeling the stretch through the right side of the torso and the left inner thigh. Breathe deeply. All right, so from here, we're going to try a little variation with our right arm. Now, you're welcome to continue holding our traditional triangle, but the variation is that we're going to bend our we're going to rotate our right hand towards the back of our room, bend the elbow, so the back of our right hand comes to our lower back, and we're going to reach down and try and find our left hip. Okay, so I want you to think about rolling that shoulder back, because remember we started here. We're rotating the hand and lowering the back of the right hand to the tailbone, and then sliding it over to our left thigh. So our chest remains open towards the long edge of our mat. Good. Let's release, straighten out the arm, and come all the way back up. Moving into revolve triangle. So rotate the right foot about 45 degrees towards the top of our mat. Let our hips, shoulders, and chest come forward. Inhale. And exhale, reach the right hand down towards the floor, planting it next to the left arch, or maybe just reaching your fingertips along the left foot or shin. Anchor that hand so you continue to roll the left shoulder back and stack it over the right, feeling that stretch down the outside of the left hip and thigh. Let's take one more breath. And press through the feet to maintain balance as we lift our arms and torso all the way up, bringing the right arm back to the right side. Walk the right foot back on the mat for extended side angle. Let's inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. You can bring the left forearm to the left thigh or the left hand down, pinky next to the arch, and sweep the right arm forward. So nice long line down the right side of the body. All right, so just as we did in triangle, let's work on this variation, opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulders together. So we're going to take that right hand and we're going to bring it up and back behind the lower back. So think about kind of pressing or creating a rainbow with your palm, and then bringing the back of the right hand to the lower back, bending the elbow. So there's a couple variations you can try. You can work on bending the elbow enough to kind of sneak your fingers onto the left thigh itself, the top of the left thigh, or you can work on the full bind, it's called. This is a challenge, but you can pick up your left hand, reach it through your legs, and find your right hand. Okay, so these are just kind of some ways to play around with the posture, but we still want to keep our hips down and forward, stretching through the inner thigh, building strength through the quad. But if the arms compromise this lower body position, then bring them back to where they were. Okay? So let's just take one more breath here. And then exhale, release the arms if you haven't already. Press into the left foot. Let's straighten out that leg and come all the way up. Lower our arms to our sides. Good. And rotate our left foot so our feet are parallel. Roll the shoulders up and back. Bring the hands to the hips. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Let's hinge forward, keeping a straight line from the back of our head to our tailbone. When we're halfway down, drop the fingertips down to the mat and continue to fold forward. Look through the legs and breathe. Gently shake your head left and right, up and down. Let all those muscles along the upper back, neck, throat, let them all relax. Notice how your legs and back feel in this posture. If you're looking for a little bit more of a stretch, you can always walk your feet a little bit wider. If tonight this is feeling too intense, walk the feet towards one another. Think about lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of your head down towards the floor. Now let's walk our hands over towards the right leg, rotating the chest towards the right thigh. And walk the hands back through center and over to the left. Good. Hands back through the center. Place the left palm under the center of the chest. And let's open our chest to the right side of the room. Reach the right arm up. Stack the shoulders. And you can look to the right or look up towards your right hand. And exhale, lower the right hand down to the floor. Replace the left hand on the mat. And inhale, left arm up, opening the chest to the left side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Let's lower the left hand. Use the hands for support as we walk the toes and heels together, bringing them back under the hips. And then round up, stacking the back. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. And then come back to the top of the mat. So we'll do those triangles on the opposite side. So from mountain position at the top of the mat, let's take our left leg now, step back, rotate the hips, shoulders, and chest towards the left edge of your mat. Arms extended, inhaling, exhaling, reaching the right fingertips towards the top of the mat, and then sideways directly over the right leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And if you tried that bind on the previous side, we can do one on this side as well. So we rotate the palm towards the back of the mat, bend the elbow, and bring the back of the left hand to the tailbone, maybe sliding it down, working on reaching those fingers for the front of the right hip or the upper thigh. So the key is to keep our chest really open so we have the greatest reach through the arm. Take one more breath and exhale. Release the arms, straighten them out, come all the way up. And now rotate the left foot about 45 degrees, hips, shoulders, and chest towards the top of the mat for revolve triangle. Let's inhale. Exhale, left hand down towards the floor, planting the hand next to the right arch, or maybe it's along the right foot or shin. Open the chest towards the right edge of the room. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and create that nice long line down the length of your arms. Keep the knees soft. They're not locked. They're not bent. And breathe. Let's take one more breath. And as we exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Let's come all the way up. Bring the left arm back to the left side of the body and walk the left foot back on the mat for extended side angle. So again, check in on the shoulders, the torso. Roll the shoulders back and together so they're nice and open and they're stacked over the hips. Let's deep breath in, full breath out. Bending the right knee, bring the right forearm to the right thigh or right hand all the way down, pinky next to the right arch. Left arm is sweeping forward, creating that nice long line down the left side of the body. You can practice the bind on this side, but kind of making that rainbow or that arch shape with the left hand, rotating the palm and bringing the back of the hand to the tailbone. Sliding it forward towards the right thigh or keeping it behind the leg so you can lift the right hand off the mat, grabbing hold of the left. So your torso remains planted inside of the right quad. It doesn't move just because you're moving the arms. Great job. Keep breathing. And let's release. Come all the way up. Good. Arms down to the side. Excellent. Step the left foot forward. Come back to mountain pose. Shake it out. Okay, so from the top of our mat, let's take our right foot and step back. A nice wide step back. We're going to work on warrior one. So we want our right toes pointed kind of towards the top corner of our mat. But once we get our foot in position, we're bringing our hips, shoulders, and chest forward again. Inhale, both arms all the way up, biceps next to our ears. And as we exhale, we're bending the left knee. Bring it over the heel and then tuck the tailbone slightly. So we have a stretch running down the front of the right quad and hip flexor. We're building strength in the left quad and we're keeping our torso nice and tall. Let's sweep our arms down and back behind us, interlacing the fingers and reaching the thumbs away from the tailbone. So we haven't moved the legs, just the upper body. Excellent. Let's release the arms down to our sides. Exhale, press into that left foot. And now I want you to open the chest, shoulders, and hips towards the long edge of your mat, rotating the right foot, walking it back slightly, and bringing our feet to perpendicular for warrior two. Arms extended. And exhale, bend the left knee, point the knee towards the middle of the left foot, and turn your hand and gaze just past the left fingers. Notice your posture, keep it nice and tall, shoulders back, breathing deeply. Flip the left palm up towards the sky and relax the right hand back along the right leg, peaceful warrior. Keep reaching up through the left fingertips, keep the hips down and forward in that warrior two stance, and look up at the left palm as you breathe. Excellent. Let's come back through warrior two. And and release. Straighten out the left leg, lower the arms, and press off the right foot. Coming back to mountain pose at the top of our mat. Excellent job. Let's switch sides. So big step back with the left foot, but we're not rotating the hips. We want to keep them forward for warrior one. The back foot is turned out slightly to take pressure off the back knee, but we want to keep the heel planted at all times. Let's inhale, arms up, biceps next to the ears. Exhale, bend the right knee, tuck the tailbone under. That's a slight movement. I might not see that, you might not see me do it, but you certainly feel it once you tuck it under. Breathe deeply. Pressing evenly through the soles of the feet. And now keeping the lower body in warrior one, we're just going to bring our arms down to our sides, behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulder blades back and together, and reach the thumbs away from the tailbone. You can continue to look forward, or lift the chin and look upwards. Excellent. Let's release the arms. Bring them back down to our sides, and we're going to move into warrior two. So rotate the hips, shoulders, and chest towards the left edge of your mat, and then walk the left leg back. So nice wide stance. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, bend the right knee again, pointing the kneecap towards the middle toe. Turn your head and look past the right fingers. Let's flip the right hand, palm towards the sky, and gently relax the left leg back. Just resting it lightly on the left leg, opening up the chest, looking upwards towards the right palm. Good, let's come back through warrior two. Release the arms, straighten out the right leg, and push off the left. Coming back to the top of our mat. Excellent job. Shake out the legs. And let's step all the way back so we have plenty of space in front of us. And we're just going to come on down to the mat, coming back to our child's pose. Again, with the arms extended, just like we did at the beginning of class. Find length down the back of the body. Create that space between the shoulder blades by inching the fingertips a little bit further forward. Excellent. So let's come into downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips, reach down through the heels, and again, gently shake the head left and right, up and down. Maybe you want to open your jaw a couple times, really let go of anything that's still holding on. And then on your next inhale, take a nice big step forward with the right foot. Come into our low lunge, drop the hips down and forward. Right knee is stacking over the ankle, reaching back through the left heel. Breathe deeply. Let's keep the left hand where it is. Reach the right arm up. Rotate the chest towards the right inner thigh. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Let's lower the right hand down to the floor. Gently lower the left knee. Flatten the top of the foot to the mat. And we're going to walk our hands up to the top of the right thigh. So just gently roll the shoulders back, stack them over the hips. Keep our hips down and forward, so we're getting that left hip flexor nice and long. And now you can bring your right hand to your right hip, or you can reach down towards the mat. So you can see my fingers aren't touching the mat, but they may shortly as we move into this next posture. But again, you can keep them lifted if you find that more comfortable. Our right arm is coming straight up, bicep next to the ear. As we inhale, we'll now exhale and reach over to the right. So again, imagine your back is against a wall and you're just sliding your shoulders to the right side. So if you have your hand down, you might start to feel the floor at this point, but you should feel a stretch through the left side of the abdominals, the left hip flexor. Breathe deeply. Excellent. Let's come back through center. Inhale, our torso and left arm back up. And then exhale, fold forward. Take a nice deep breath here in our low lunge. And now walk the hands back, shift the hips back, straightening out the right leg, lift the toes, and fold forward over the thigh. Excellent. Let's walk our hands forward, lower the right foot back to the mat, frame our foot with our hands, and step back to downward dog. Pedal the heels. And let's switch sides. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge, hips down and forward. Press through the right palm as you lift the left arm up, squeezing the shoulder blades, bring the chest towards the inside of the left thigh. Good. Lower the left hand, gently lower the right knee, flatten the top of the foot. Inch your hands up to the top of the left thigh, shoulders back, over the hips, check in. Now we're going to reach the side, so left hand to the left hip or to the mat, right arm up, bicep next to the ear as we inhale. Exhale, reach over to the left, so keep the shoulders back and breathe. Excellent job. Let's come back through center. Lower our arm, walk both hands down to the mat on either side of the left foot. Hold it here, take a couple breaths. Good. Walk the hands back, straightening out the left leg, lift the toes, fold forward over the thigh. Good, hands forward, lowering the left toes. Let's step back again to downward dog. And from here, we're going to move into pigeon. So let's inhale our right heel up. As we exhale, bend the knee, pull it in towards the chest, lower the knee between the hands. Relax the left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Let our torso relax, our forehead relax down towards our hands or towards the mat. And continue breathing deeply. Inhale, head, neck, and chest up. Walk our hands back to either side of the knee and step back to downward dog. And switch sides. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, bend the knee, pull it in towards the chest, lower it down between the hands. Relax the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head, neck, and chest up. Walk the hands back to either side of the left leg. Sit down to the left hip, swing the legs around, and let's roll back on the mat. Lower the left leg down so it's flat and relaxed. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Point and flex the foot a couple times. And then straighten out the leg. Bring the hands to the back of the thigh or calf and gently pull the right leg in towards the chest, keeping the upper body relaxed, the shoulder blades tucked under the back, the left leg relaxed and down on the floor. Good, let's bend the right knee 90 degrees, holding the outside of the right thigh with the left hand, right arm down to our side. Just gently pull the right leg across to the left, letting the right hip lift up off of the floor, and breathe. And let's lift the knee back up and slide that foot down to the mat. Switching sides, hug the left knee in towards your chest. Bring the hands to the back of the thigh or calf as you stretch out the left knee, reaching the toes up towards the sky. And then bend the left knee 90 degrees. Bring the right palm to the outside of the left thigh. Gently pull the knee across. Turn your head and look to the left. Bring the knee back to center and lower it down to the mat. From here, let's lift into shoulder stand. Lift up whenever you're ready, or you can slide your mat to the wall and do legs up the wall. Palms down by the sides. Use the abs to draw the knees in towards your chest. Press through the hands to lift the tailbone. Bend the elbows, bring the hands to the lower back. Gently walk the hands up the spine to stack the hips over the shoulders, and then lift the feet up towards the sky. Bring one leg in towards your face, reach away through the opposite leg if you're in shoulder stand. And let's gently switch directions. Coming into plow pose, lower the toes down to the mat overhead. If your toes connect with the floor, you can release the hands from the lower back. And let's release the hands, palms down to the mat, bend the knees in towards the face, slide the knees down the front of the body, gently lowering the back, the tailbone, and the soles of the feet down to the mat. the knees bent, draw the thighs together, bring your arms out towards your sides, and gently lower the knees down to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Bring them back up through center and over to the left. And come back through center. And then lower your heels down to the mat, without mat width apart. Bring your arms to your sides, palms up towards the sky. And before we move into Shavasana, we're just going to do a little relaxation exercise. So I'd like you to close your eyes. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg a couple inches off the mat and contract the muscles from the glute all the way down to the toes. Just squeeze, turning those muscles on. Now let's take a deep breath. And as we relax the leg and just drop it down towards the floor. That's why it's important it's close to the mat. So just let that leg now relax where it kind of fell. Let all those muscles relax. So we'll switch sides. Inhale, left leg up just a couple inches. Contract, contract, contract. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then on your exhale, relax the leg and let it fall. Just let it become limp on the mat. And I'll do the same with the arms. So lift the right arm, inch or two off the mat. Contract all the muscles from shoulders down to the fist. And then exhale, relax, and let fall. Inhale, left arm up, contract, relax, and let fall. Gently lift the hips up off the mat, squeeze the glutes, and relax down to the mat. Draw the shoulders up towards your ears, and then push them down towards your feet, and then let them relax and roll back. Gently bring your right ear down towards the floor. Bring your head through center, left ear towards the mat, and then let your head relax back to its natural center. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. A couple more. As you inhale, really expand the chest, the back, the abdomen with fresh air. The whole body relax and sink down deeper into your mat as you exhale. Continue breathing deeply. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Om. Bring awareness back to your body. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Gently waking up the arms and feet. And then begin to reach your arms up overhead as you take a nice deep inhale, lengthening the body. And exhale, let it relax. Slowly roll to your right side. Place your left hand in front of your chest. Press back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace.